Now, it's not necessarily news anymore to hear about a stolen Kia or Hyundai because it's just become so common.
But what if your car is stolen while in the possession of a business that won't cover the full cost of the damage? We have that story in this morning's Call for Action.
My car was attempted to be stolen on June 22nd of this year, and for whatever reason, they got spooked off.
Adele Mack had to walk to meet us this month in downtown Madison because her Kia Optima is currently undrivable.
They smashed in my back passenger window and then destroyed my ignition. The cops were like, they're going to come back and finish this job off. You need to move the car, like, ASAP.
But the thing is, that attempted theft happened 4 months ago. She took her car to Russ Darrow Kia to get it fixed with explicit instructions to keep it inside and protected.
And my car was like hot, like, it was like flashing lights around it, you know, like all the work had been done. All they needed to do was the last little step of starting the car, really.
That's exactly what happened. Adele got a call about a week later from Russ Darrow, alerting her the car had been stolen off their lot.
They said that my car had just been, like, mangled. They took it off-roading. They took it down the bike path back behind Kia on the west side.
We drove by Russ Darrow and saw the car's damage for ourselves, still sitting outside. So when she asked the dealership to cover the cost,
their insurance adjuster came back and said that they were not going to be held responsible for anything that happened to my car from it being stolen off their lot. It was not their fault. They didn't care.
Well, I can tell you that people are kind of afraid, right? If you go out and you buy a new vehicle or a newer vehicle and think that it's going to be safe and an investment for you, and then come to find out it has this vulnerability.
Certain Kia and Hyundai models are missing a key anti-theft device, and viral social media videos show thieves how to exploit the issue. It's working. The Highway Loss Data Institute shows these models have a theft claim rate of 2.2 per 1,000 insured vehicles. The rest of the industry combined is at 1.2.
Obviously, it's really concerning. And so right now we're working with the community to make sure that they understand that prevention is going to be our best avenue in this.
Madison police have teamed up with Hyundai to hand out hundreds of wheel locks this summer. They still have some available, too. You can also find them on Amazon for relatively cheap.
$30 to $60 for a wheel lock is going to save you hundreds or thousands of dollars in headaches and vehicle damage if your car was stolen.
We got one for Adele. Once she gets her car back, Russ Darrow still has it. We asked them repeatedly to go on camera to tell us what happened here and how they're working to make sure other customers' cars are safe. Here are some of the questions we asked of the company. Why won't your insurance or your company cover Adele's damage done on your property? What's your security plan to avoid this sort of scenario from happening again? And do you use these relatively cheap wheel locks as an extra layer of safety for these cars, especially the ones that aren't yours? Here's what we got in response via email, saying in part the dealership is working to resolve the issue with Adele. Quote, just as we do with any customer issue. We have measures in place to help secure all inventory, both customer vehicles as well as our own, to the best of our ability. Vehicle theft is an issue not isolated to this incident only. As far as Adele's case, Darrow gave her a rental for a few weeks and did offer to pay for her deductible, so her insurance could cover the costs.
No, it's their fault.
She told us she wants them to take more responsibility.
It's crazy and it's wrong, and I can't believe a business would run that way, and it's insane.
Now, Russ Darrow has since taken its rental back from Adele, so she's had to spend her own money, hundreds, if not thousands at this point, on rental cars to get around. The dealership, by the way, still has her vehicle.
I'm trying to have empathy for everybody involved here. But trying to think of if it wasn't a car, if it was something else, if you gave your vacuum to the vacuum repair shop and something happened to it, like you just expect for the business to make it right, and that you wouldn't be on the hook for it, and that you wouldn't be liable with both with auto insurance. It's never easy, is it? Everything's so complicated, it always seems.
We gave the dealership multiple opportunities to go on camera and explain what happened here. We emailed them questions and asked for them to email responses to those questions. We still got to know. I should note again, they are offering to pay her deductible, so her car insurance covers it. It's not like they're saying,
not enough
we're
for Adele,
washing
though.
our hands of this. But in the meantime, they still have her car. It's still broken. It was sitting outside for days, if not weeks. It's
and she's stuck paying all that money for rentals and everything else, and the inconvenience, the time. Boy, what a headache. I certainly understand why she's trying to make this right.
Yeah, it's an interesting case, that's for sure.